Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you're having a good one. So, woke up this morning to more falling daggers. Why is that? Well, Germany decided we're going to continue to dump the over 50,000 BTC that we have. So what do? They're just dumping it on open market in huge swaths. 500 here, 1,500 there, just big numbers, dropping it. And there's Stitch saying hello to everybody. All right, Stitchy. So what's next? The German government's large scale dumping is having an effect. So we were at 64,000 last week. Now we're down to like 54, a $10,000 drop. Listen, I'm not playing with falling daggers. I'm just not playing with falling daggers. That's just straight up. So what am I doing? I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see when Germany will actually stop, right? They don't care. Actually, they kind of do care because now I'm thinking that Germany is doing this very much on purpose. In other words, I think they very much want to see if they can crash Bitcoin. That's honestly what I'm thinking. That's not going to go bode well for your government, I think. UFC fighter Khamzat Chimaev has a token called Smash. Apparently launched the token, and apparently the token pumped and dumped. However, I'm not using the term pump and dump as a rug pull term, meaning I think he legit launched a meme coin, straight up meme coin, with no intention of doing any bad will or anything like that. People bought into it and then people sold. Just because you're the one that starts the meme coin doesn't mean that you're not the one. Doesn't mean that you are the one that's manipulating that meme coin. See what I mean? So I can create a meme, right? And it goes out there and somebody buys a lot. And then that same somebody starts drip selling. And they wait for everybody else to buy into it, and then they dump. That's not hard to do. But that's not even the reason why I'm bringing you this article. I'm bringing this article because a lot of times meme coins are just straight up stupid. Straight up stupid. And you'll look at the numbers later and you'll see a lot of these meme coins have dropped in a major fashion by huge numbers. So if you're holding meme coins, I know you're hurting right now. I'm holding a couple of meme coins. I'm hurting a little bit, not hurting, but I'm in a little bit of pain. That's annoying, but I'm not selling. Why should I? I think that this market downturn is temporary. There's only but so much Bitcoin that Germany has. It can only last but for so long. I mean, even Justin Sun, somebody I really just don't care for, said, hey, Germany, I'm willing to negotiate to buy the rest of your Bitcoin so that you don't continue slamming the open market. Now, I want you to think about this. This is why I think that Germany is doing this on purpose. No response yet. No response yet. I think Germany is making a concerted effort to try to bring down Bitcoin, and they're controlling what they do, putting 1,500 Bitcoin on, then pulling it off the market, then actually selling $500 500 Bitcoin swaths. This is a concerted effort. Like, for me, there's no other way to look at it. And if you really stop and look at it, what I'm thinking is, well, Germany's manipulating the market. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Germany is manipulating the crypto market right now. Prove me wrong. Because if they weren't meaning to manipulate the crypto market, then this is not how you would be selling this, right? This would be akin to Jeff Bezos going on the open market and selling his shares. That's not how it happened. I'm telling you, Germany is trying to bring it down. And I think sooner or later, they're going to feel the pain of it because you're doing your country a disservice, right? How are they doing a disservice? They're doing a disservice because you could have hodled that, added the Bitcoin to your national treasury, your national reserve, and sold as needed to adjust economic issues within your own within your own country as you see Bitcoin going up. Now, I really want you to pay attention to this. Any politician, I would think that any politician that's taken part, that gave a nod to doing this right now, in a year, 2 years, when Bitcoin is way higher, people are going to turn around and they're going to look at that moment and say, why did you do that? The whole world is talking about how Bitcoin is going to go up, and you dumped on the market. You dumped on the market. So instead of looking at, billions in revenue, in future revenue, you're looking at hundreds of millions now. Okay. I'm telling you, I think there are going to be political ramifications for this, and possibly economic, because Europe gets hit hard, right? And in economic downturns, Europe gets hit harder than the United States. I would have been holding on to it, but that's not me. I'm not a German politician, but there is an MP there that's saying, "Hey, why aren't we hodling?" At least one politician is asking the question, "Why are we not hodling?" We'll see what happens from that. UFC fighter Khamzat Chimaev. I don't feel bad for him. I mean, he's going through what he's going through, but I will say, that's unfortunate. But I bring you this. I brought you that story because, like I said, manipulation can happen at any time. When you look at this market downturn right now and you see meme coins taking a hit, I want you to pay attention to that, because they're going to take the biggest hits. Just saying, be mindful of what you buy. Be mindful. I spoke with a couple of people yesterday, and they were like, "Well, I'm not really holding, Bitcoin. I'm in a couple of sectors." And I was like, "Great." They happen to choose a couple of sectors. And I'm like, "Yeah, those are good sectors to be in." I would like for them to buy, Bitcoin. I'd like for them to buy Ethereum. Now might be a better time for that. But what they're holding real coins. Yeah, they got a couple of bags and a couple of meme coins, but the bulk of their money are in real projects. That's what I'm talking about. This is what we should be paying attention to. Mike Novogratz is saying, "Hey, look, listen, no matter who wins the presidency, more favorable crypto regulation is going to come." The reality is hit, is what he's saying, and I agree. The reality has definitely hit. So that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting that any politician in the United States, whether they like crypto or not, if they are not moving to take a pragmatic approach to crypto regulation, they're going to be ousted. They will be voted out for sure. For sure. We're talking about economic growth for everyone. And that's going to be a very big deal, because there are a lot more people without money than with money. And if you're going to tell those people that, hey, we're not going to let you make money, that's going to cause a problem. So yeah, I would agree with that. Ripple Labs introduced a new try it feature with their test API. Now, what it'll allow you to do is do real-time transactions, but not with real money. So basically a paper version. That's really smart. But I want you to pay attention to something. It has nothing to do with XRP. It has everything to do with XRP Ledger and the development on XRP Ledger. So it helps the company Ripple, not the token XRP or the coin XRP. I'm telling you, people, pay attention to these things. There's a big difference. Somebody came at me yesterday and said, you talk as if you don't know what, XRP is really meant for. Let's roll that back. Let's pretend that you're right. I don't know what it's really meant for. Let's pretend. Let's do that. Does that change the fact that millions of people are holding Ripple in the hopes that the price goes higher? No, it does not change that. Does not change that. Does it change the fact that Ripple is not really, promoting or doing anything to market XRP? Nope. Does it matter that there's no actual leadership within the XRP army? No, it's just a group of people that happen to think the same way. There's no true, core group of people that are really leading that space. You could argue that some people exist, but not really. Not really. So there's no marketing behind it. There's no concerted effort behind it. All of Ripple's concerted efforts are to build up the Ripple name, not the XRP coin. So even if you were right, you're still wrong. And you're talking to a guy that, likes the tech, right? Speed, cost, efficiency, all that stuff, resilience, all that stuff. That's not going to change the coin. That's not going to change the value of the coin. It's still not doing well. It's Ripple, not XRP. Just saying. Just saying. What else is going on? Mt. Gox has also moved their funds into position to start paying back people. As a matter of fact, they've already started paying back creditors. How's that? But those are all behind the scenes. The FUD around Mt. Gox is when all of those creditors get back their money, they're all going to sell. They're not all going to sell. That's a mathematical improbability. You can have a large percentage, you can have a small percentage, but all of them selling, not a mathematic probability right there. Just saying, we should be paying attention to the reality of things. The reality of things, right? We have some more economic data that's expected today. We should be paying attention to that. We should be paying attention to the dump by Germany, not the FUD of Mt. Gox. Just saying, just pay attention, people. Pay attention. Be smart. Be smart. Right? Truth be told, I'm not playing with fallen daggers right now. That's not what I'm all about. I was about to go in and buy a lot last night, but I got tired. I was working on the workbook. I was doing a whole bunch of other stuff. And I just said, I don't want to buy when my brain isn't really firing on all synapses. So I said, I'm just going to go to bed tonight. Woke up in the middle of the night and I happened to roll over, look at the phone, said, let me go look at the numbers right now. Oh, falling daggers. The universe sent me a message and I got it. Luckily, I didn't buy anything. So now I'm just waiting to see how far these daggers fall. I'm not trying to catch them. I'm definitely not trying to catch them. What I am trying to do is try to see, well, when do we finally hit bottom? And we won't know that because we don't know Germany's, plan of action. But sooner or later, Germany's going to run out of Bitcoin. Sooner or later, Germany's going to run out of Bitcoin. And sooner or later, somebody's just going to say, you know what? I'm tired of Germany playing games. I've got enough money. I'm just going to go out there. And every time they dump Bitcoin, I'm just going to go buy it all. I'm just going to go buy it. Immediately go buy it. Which means that people that are trying to do behind the scenes OTC transactions, they're going to see how it's all going. And eventually the prices will go up again. As quickly as they've fallen, I think that's as quickly as they'll go up. So I'm looking for things to go like this. When things start going like this, I'll wait a little bit more until I see it go like that. And I might buy here. I might buy here. I might buy here. And then watch it go down again because Germany came back with a little bit more. But I'm trying really hard not to buy daggers. I'm trying to wait to see, are there any corrections? Are there any reverses? That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting. I'm because you can't call a bottom the same way you can't call a top. So I'm waiting for telltale signs. I'm waiting for telltale signs. Until then, I'm building up my dry powder. That's what I'm doing. What else is going on in the world? So there's a company, NGS Crypto in Australia. They're being investigated. So what do they do in the middle of the investigation? Very slick moves. Very slick move. Very shady move. What they do is they decide, we're gonna change our name. We're gonna go through a rebrand. A bit premature, but they're gonna go through a rebrand. That tells me that company straight up is shady. Done. I wouldn't touch that company at all. The new company name is going to be Hiddup. Hiddup. I wouldn't touch that company with a 10-foot pole. Ripple Labs introducing a new try it feature, enhancing the API testing by allowing real-time tests without logins and real fund transactions. That's going to be a big deal. But again, that's going toward, that's going toward what? That's going toward Ripple. Telling you there's a lot more to Ripple than what people think. And there's less going on with regard to XRP than what people think. Just wanted to add that. Chris Wood of Jefferies and Tom Lee of Fundstrat, they still predict Bitcoin is going to have big increases. And these are people that do, technical analysis for a living. I'm paying attention to them. Something else that's positive: Taiwan Mobile. I'm just looking at my notes. Taiwan Mobile becomes the 26th virtual asset service provider in Taiwan. Like what? A telecom? Wait a minute. Why would a telecom do that? Oh, because they got computers all over the place. Right? It's easy for them to flip over to be an exchange. Resiliency, all that good stuff. They've got the knowledge, know-how in-house already. So that's not hard for them to do. But what's the other reason? Diversify your revenue streams. That's what they're looking for. Now imagine building an app that's tied to your phone. They know who you are. They know everything. How secure is that app going to be? That's going to be an interesting play. A very interesting play. If you live in New Zealand and you haven't been paying your crypto taxes or paying taxes on your crypto, you might be one of those 200,000 people that have been identified as doing such. And the government is coming for you. That's why I tell people all the time, if you're making money, you're going to pay taxes. So when I get hit with a tax bill, I sit there and I just go, I'm cool with that because I made money. If I'm paying taxes, that means I made money. I'm cool with that. That's why I have the workbook that you'll see in a second, just so we can go over the numbers. But that's why I have the workbook, so I can track everything that I'm doing. So it makes it easier on my accountant to track everything and pay the appropriate taxes. So if somebody, God forbid, comes knocking on my door and says, hey, we'd like to look at everything. Well, here you go. Here you go. And I'll go, oh, okay. You're actually tracking everything to the best of my ability. That's right. I'm tracking everything. Across all my wallets, all the exchanges I use, all of the non-custodial wallets I use. I'm trying to track as much as I can because, number one, I don't want to lose it. Because the onus is on me if I'm doing non-custodial, tracking or non-custodial ownership. It's on me to track everything. If you're in the United States, you know that every now and then there are these lists that are updated and put out there that says, here's money that the banks are holding on to or whoever's holding on to that belongs to somebody. Here's the name of the person that it belongs to. I'm just saying, we should pay attention. We should really pay attention to these things. Anyway, you know what we should do? That's right. We should get into the numbers. Move my notes out of the way. All righty. So, just for S&Gs, I'll refresh the screen. I'll refresh these numbers. Let me make it bigger for you. Give me a sec. When it's done updating, you can see my little, there it is. All right. So look who's down. This whole list is down. And then the negative ones, the negativity carries over to the positive list. So imagine if you're one of these two tokens, it's like you lost the least. I don't even know what this is. I don't understand why it's up. I have to put dates in here so we can see what the all-time high was, what the all-time low is, when it was founded. That'll give some really good ideas on stuff. But anyway, I digress. So when you're looking at who's down, let's see. Let's go down. Sats, Ordinals down. Aerodrome down. Double digits, 22%. Stats is down 25%. But the reason why Aerodrome is down is, it's a new coin. It's all that goodness. But here's the thing. That's the base that's the base exchange. And you sit there and you kind of go, well, isn't everything based on Uniswap? So I need Aerodrome for what? Just saying. So they need to go through marketing and they need to let everybody know, hey, we're out here, and they need to start reaching out, bridging across to other platforms so they can have more coins. Just saying. It's just an idea. WorldCoin is down 21%. Yeah, I will never trust WorldCoin. Just straight up. Wormhole is down. Again, over 20% down. Let's see. Book of Meme down 18%. Brett is down 18%. GalXC down 17%. Turbo. Somebody was, yapping to me about Turbo. And I was like, oh, let me go look at that. Well, it's down 17%. Manta Network down 17%. Let's see who else. EtherFi down 17%. Holy moly. Athena down 17%. ApeCoin down 16%. There's nothing good going on. There's nothing good going on. Look at this big red screen right here. Now, what does make me happy? Now, we had gone down to 55. We had gone down to 54. Deeply into 54,000. I think we might have actually hit 53. I'd have to go look that up later, but I could have sworn in the middle of the night, eyes all, blurry, I thought I saw 53. But Bitcoin is down a lot. Ethereum is down a lot. Everybody's down big time red. Now is when I would be sitting back going, okay, what's interesting to me? What is interesting to me? Because if I can look to see what's interesting here, then I can do some research and I can say, okay, well, what's the high? Like, look at Cardano. Just a few weeks ago was at 60 cents. So that's almost double. Okay. So I might be able to get get a multiple out of that. Excuse me. Oh, still tired. I'd be looking into that. Toncoin down to $6.71. When I bought it back in the fives, I think my average was $5.85. Just saying. I'm like, yeah, that's not bad. Because I still think this is a $10 token by the end of the year, possibly 12. So for me, I'm kind of like, maybe I should buy some more. Because it's not based on meme coins. It's based on real transactions. That's what makes Toncoin so hot. Now you do have other coins, other tokens running on top of, Toncoin, like Knotcoin, Hamster, whatever the heck it's called. You have some things going on within that space, but those are real transactions, real commerce going on. That's why I like it so much. If you're looking at Bitcoin, let's take a look at that big board. We're now down, almost down to my light blue band over here. We're well below my blue band. So we are going up a little bit, and that's good. Yeah, it was down at like 53.6. So that's good, but we're still looking at, major opportunities for it to go up. I really think things are going to go up. I think things are going to go up in a major fashion. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see, right? Because I'm expecting more downturn from Germany. So I'm going to wait. No matter how delicious this number looks, I'm going to wait. I've already bought, a tiny little bit previously, but right here, I'm waiting. I'm waiting, and I'll be watching. I'll be watching every day. DeFi Llama, we're all the way down to $103 billion in total value locked. That's a lot of people saying I'm pulling out. That's a lot of paper hands out there. Fear and greed index, where everybody's fearful. I'm not, because everybody that's fearful is believing the fear, uncertainty, and doubt. That's what they're buying into. Great. You buy into it, and I'll buy what you're selling. Why? Because when you sell, I'm going to do well. Just saying. When you're looking at the U.S. economic data, again, right here, Friday, we're looking at the jobs report. We're really looking for the non-farm data. So that'll come out this morning at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So this is what we're paying attention to. Anyway, this is Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, tell all your friends about it, and have them join. Don't forget to sign up and join for our 8 p.m. live session tonight. Hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.